Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Get Comfy. My name is Ramel, and today we are with the amazing Ali Tordorf from Fidget.
Yes.
Fidget Design, interior design. You are an interiors architect as well as an interior designer.
Yes.
And today we are in beautiful Windermere.
Yes.
To have a chat about this project, which is Cedar Manor, which you've done the large majority of the interior design on. So can you just tell us a little bit about like the brief, or a bit about the history of the actual project?
All right. Yes. Well, Caroline and Jonathan, my client, bought Cedar Manor Hotel about 11 years ago, and I have been working with them since then on various different phases of their project. So we've basically been through the entire hotel and refurbed apart from one room, which is next on the cards. And then we've also done the coach house, which is where we're standing now. So
now I know you're not one for talking about it, and you're not one for self publicity. Do you know what I mean? But I believe you won awards for this, did you not?
We did.
Oh.
Yeah, we won National and International Design Award, which was presented at the Savoy in London, and it was sponsored by Bloomberg.
Well, I'm in the presence of excellence then, clearly. Shall we get on? Shall we crack on?
Yeah. Let's do it.
What's the name of this room first? Because we're obviously in one of the first ones.
Okay, so this is the coach house suite.
Right.
And the idea is that you have the downstairs where the bedroom is, and then this bit, which is upstairs, has a large sofa bed in it for if you have children, then you can bring the kids along as well. But you can also use this space for private dining, so you can extend the dining table to allow for 10 people to dine, and it can also be used behind the screen. Over here is also some TV screens for conferencing. So it's got a conferencing facility.
Okay, cool.
So it's kind of multi, it's got multiple uses.
Multiple purposes.
Yes,
this is a gorgeous light.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
It was Love Frankie, that one.
You have to think about that.
So part of the brief for this particular project was to be as eco-friendly as possible.
Which is massive.
So, and so it actually has passive heating and ventilation.
Okay.
So it's very low energy. And then, these the solar, the Velexes are solar controlled, so no electricity to them whatsoever.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Eco-friendly. It's all about being eco these days.
And then
what kind of? Sorry, do you mind if I talk about the?
Let's talk about the wall.
What is that?
Well, it's actually a faux croc, which has got nothing to do with the Lake District whatsoever.
No. Because you don't see very many crocs in Lake District, but
you don't. But this is well, it's just sort of slightly bling.
Yeah, and it's fun as well,
and it's fun and it's textured, and it's just a bit sexy, really, isn't it?
No, it's definitely sexy. It's a room that suits me perfectly.
Yeah. And then if we just look down on the floor here, so this is local manufacturer for carpets called Wools of Cumbria Carpets, and this is actually made of Herdwick wool, which are the hardy sheep that are actually just live and have lived
from just round the corner
hundreds of years on the mountains in the Lake District, and it's a very, very hard wearing wool.
So was a large majority of the should we say furnitures and fixings a local thing? Did you go out your way to make sure you support your local trade around this area? Yeah,
part of the brief. So it was that local as much as possible. So it was all local contractors, joiners, electricians, and then the supply of the furniture. So the furniture was made in Windermere, and carpet from Cumbria. So as much as possible, we tried to.
Was this sofa from around the area as well?
Sofa was from Lancashire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Where'd you get a tree from? Does it light up?
That's my client. She put the tree in. It's ready for Christmas. Yeah, we should. There we go. Look at that.
Large. It's only Crimbo already.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's nice. That'll look nice in my house. Right. Let's go downstairs because this is going to be one of the So this is basically the living stroke extra room stroke conferencing area.
Yes. Dining. Yeah.
A dining. And it's got a toilet in there and a little.
A separate little shower as well.
Kitchen. So, This is the most important part, obviously, the champagne bucket. You can't do anything without a champagne bucket, can you?
Right.
That's a nice chandelier there as well, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes. A little bit of bling,
Yeah, well, you need a bit of bling, don't you?
You do. And then these.
Let's just hope the cameraman don't drop down the stairs.
And some nice. Look at the nice. Nice stair lights showing off the carpet. Is he coming?
Yeah, he's coming eventually.
Oh, good. Well done.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit dark in there, isn't it?
It's all right.
And what's the name of this room here?
Well, this is all still part of the coach house
Oh,
suite.
okay, right, yeah.
So it's a sort of an upside down property, but it just works really well.
Size of that headboard.
Yeah, that's not the biggest. We have bigger ones.
No, it just all works really, really well.
Yeah. So this is the Cedar Manor. This is their logo, so that's their cedar tree, because I've got an ancient cedar tree in the garden.
Okay.
So it's all kind of followed through.
Is this chain on here or something, is it?
Chain mail. I'm trying to remember who they're by now. Never mind.
Never mind, exactly. It looks gorgeous.
But they are, yeah.
Now, you've got taste, clearly.
So then come on through.
And I hear that this bathroom is off the scale. And it definitely is off the scale. Oh, look at that bath. Unbelievable. Where'd you get the bath from?
That was from a local builder supply.
Okay.
But we had it
Whirlpool.
finished specially with the silver foil, so it's it's hand finished.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see it now with the lights on it.
Yeah.
So it's very fine silver foiling, and then it's layered on and then lacquered over the top.
That's really nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the glass is that all one? I'm assuming
that's all one piece.
Yeah. And you've got LEDs
LED
behind it or something.
Yeah, around the edges, which obviously, and the pattern on the front, which is etched to make it look like trees. So because we're sort of slightly into the ground here, as in it's sort of a bank on that side.
Yeah.
So we don't have any windows. So we were trying to make the space feel, a bit more,
bigger and open.
Lighting is by NGO, which is a company based in Kendal, and they do a lot of work for. What's the? Oh God, my memory. What's the?
It will come to you at some point. It will come to you when we're just walking out of here. So does this?
The Royal Opera House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Got there eventually.
Not like you to drop a name, is it? So does the lighting change colour? Does it?
Oh,
is it mood lighting? Does it change from one to the other to the other?
So where's the button gone to change the colour? Don't know why it's not changing colour.
I'd be happy with a red. Red in the bathroom's good for
But
me.
it's really nice when it changes colour.
Oh, is it this one here?
Oh, that might be the TV control.
Pretty likely, or the jacuzzi. That's a jacuzzi bath, isn't it?
Hang on, I think I might have. That's the brightness.
That's turning it up and down.
This is hilarious, isn't it?
Because I'm sure I see that in blue before.
You have. It does change colour, but I can't seem to get it to change colour.
Yeah.
Tell you what we might need to do is get Jonathan here, and then you can come and help us change
It's
colour.
nothing to do with those ones there, is it?
No, it's not doing it.
And this is that's the shower button. It's beautiful all the same, and I take your word for it.
Oh.
Look at that. I didn't even know that done that.
Oh, that's magic, isn't it? Yeah. I love mirrors like that. They're great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bit of, oh, sorry. Well, did I get you in frame there? My apologies, my friend. Gorgeous. Now, you've done good though. What kind of tiles are these in here?
These are Moser tiles. They're actually man-made, but obviously they look like slate.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, no doubt.
And they're very contemporary layout. And
No, you don't see this layout very often at all.
no, it's quite nice because it's a bit more random, but also absolutely dead easy for maintenance.
Keeping clean and
Yeah,
whatnot.
really, really easy. So.
And are these? Is this obviously a double shower? Like, but were these stones searched from the area as well? I'm guessing.
Well, I'd love to say that, but no.
Fair enough.
But you can see the influence, obviously.
Well,
There's
exactly.
a lot of natural influences here with slate and then the pebbles. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's rather
As double
lovely.
showers goes, that's
Double shower,
that
yeah.
could fit.
About 4.
They could fit 4 of us in there. That sounds like a great night in.
So,
Moving on.
yeah.
Proper lights. I love those
Yeah.
lights.
They're,
Does this do it as well? Not that one.
no, that one's... No, because you've got your lights on the
Yeah.
bedside, on either side of the mirror there.
Now, beautiful colour scheme in here.
Well, there's a little hint of the sort of arts and crafts period. So, yeah, we just sort of brought in a bit of a zap of colour.
So, I mean, what kind of condition was this place in when you first came about? Was it dilapidated or was it
But it wasn't dilapidated.
Did you have to knock down many walls? Because I know you're quite partial to a wall knock down.
I do like knocking down walls. Yeah. Well, this bit that we're standing in is actually an extension. So the original line of the building was probably about here.
Okay.
So the whole of this on the ground floor and the first floor has been extended over that way. So I worked with an architect. I got a local architect involved, and so it's quite a major,
Well, they spent a couple of quid on this one as well, didn't they?
Just a bit.
Yeah, I'll say.
But they won national and international design awards. So hey.
So it makes sense then, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. You get what you pay for, as they say.
Absolutely.
Absolutely gorgeous. Should we brave the weather now?
Yes. Come on then.
No running in those heels, please. Unless you want to fall over.
No, I'll try not to.
We're going to get straight round the front. Are you good, mate?
So this is like a sort of private seating area for just specifically for the coach house.
Okay. When it's not raining.
When it's not raining.
Of course.
It doesn't rain all the time, in the Lake District.
What do you mean? This is what the Lake District's known for. It's known for rain.
We had a glorious day on Monday.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Just the one for the year?
Yes. So we're just... Yeah, we're looking at the outside of the building. So that's the sort of more modern end of the building that's been extended.
Okay, down that back end, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Here, this is the original part of the building.
Yeah.
So you've got Gothic Victorian style windows.
I love, well, isn't there
yes,
somewhere?
There is, yeah.
Which is gorgeous.
In one of the bedrooms that we'll see later.
How many bedrooms does this place actually have?
It's got 10.
10, okay.
Yeah.
And what's the average room rate? Not that we're,
Do you know, I don't know.
No?
No, sorry.
But I'd be surprised if it weren't, Oh, that was...
I nearly went.
I nearly grabbed you there, is it? Nearly grabbed you back.
Come on in. Oh, dear.
It's going to be embarrassing for all of us. Okay, so we are into... This is like... you've got the fire on in here and everything.
Yeah. So
this is the lounge, is it?
Well, this is the reception lounge.
Reception lounge,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this used to be the reception area, and there was an enormous desk across here, and it was a bit like a barrack, like
right,
the barracks.
yeah.
So we took it all out and completely refurbed. So there's more space for, after dinner drinks, before dinner drinks, and as well as the lounge next door. And then
It's so cosy in here as well.
It's very warm.
And
in here,
this
actually.
just sets the whole place off as well, because down here, down here looks very traditional to an extent, and then you've just mixed. It's a beautiful bit of contemporary art, really, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that was we.
Who made that?
Well, it was Jo Vincent Glass, who's again a local glass designer, and we commissioned her. As part of Jonathan and Caroline's eco-credentials to upcycle Bombay sapphire bottles.
Really? Is that what they are?
Yeah. So you can actually see. Yeah. You can see the ingredients.
Brilliant.
So she painstakingly ground them into shapes and then formed them into curves and then put a bit of texture in. And then, again, NGO lighting. So,
Very clever
so it's
young
a really,
lady. But it sets the room off beautifully.
Absolutely.
It really does.
Yeah, it is lovely. It's lovely.
No,
So it's a sort of, like you say, it's kind of traditional, but with that contemporary twist.
Yeah.
And then this is actually my design. This is my wallpaper.
Really?
Yes, and it's called the Lakeland Books wallpaper. And it's all tongue-in-cheek, completely fictitious titles of all these books.
With you, I don't believe it. Tongue-in-cheek, I'm not having it.
So there's one for Caroline and Jonathan, and there's one for my husband somewhere. It's some people that have got their book dedicated to them. So I said to Caroline and Jonathan, how about having this nice wallpaper? And so I set about designing it, and there's over 60 different book designs on it, and I was tearing my hair out by the end of it.
It's brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. So when you design your next one, I'm assuming my name will be on one of these books.
Absolutely, yeah.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
Well done.
So
No, beautiful. Where are these chairs from? Were these original chairs that have been just reupholstered?
no, we had those made.
Okay.
They're from Lancashire again, I think. Yep, they were from Bolton, I think. Yeah. So these are my cushions as well. So these are the Love District cushions as well.
Is that your brand?
That's another business that I set up when a few years ago when the economic climate was a bit quiet and I was getting a bit bored. So I thought, I'll just start another business like you do.
As you do.
Yeah.
As one does.
As you do. So, yes. So that's...
Brilliant. Warm in here as well, cosy.
And then And then the other thing that they asked me to do in this particular room was they wanted to have be able to support other local
I was going to
crafts
ask.
makers.
Yeah.
So these little display cabinets. So they've got.
So all this stuff here is for purchase, obviously.
Yeah.
They're like in little glass safes, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, but it looks brilliant. It really does look good.
Well, it's not too.
And everything here is local.
Yes,
Yeah?
everything is local. They're really, really good at supporting locals, so that's brilliant. And all these in these tables as well. So although you can obviously sit and have pre-dinner drinks and things, but
You can also spend money while you're doing so.
You can also spend some money. Yeah, it's lovely. And is that one? Oh, look at that! That painting is by my mother-in-law.
Oh, you just noticed that?
I just noticed. Well,
Oh, right.
Yeah, Marilyn Tordoff.
She's got talent, hasn't she?
Hasn't she? Yeah.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, does it, girl? No, clearly. Self-publicist. I love it.
Anyway, walk this way. So.
You're brilliant. And this is the lounge.
This is the main lounge, yeah.
Okay.
So, really making the most of the architectural features that were here. So we've got the Gothic Victorian windows. We actually put a new fireplace in, so that's all completely new. But we used the period styling to bring that in, and that's actually gas fired because they wanted clean.
Yeah, of course.
Clean.
Yeah. It looks amazing. The bar is amazing as well.
Yes.
The stained glass with the purple coming behind it.
Yes.
Is that another little LED nod there, is it?
Little LED light behind that. That's an original window, because obviously this was the original part of the building.
I love original stained glass.
Yeah.
And I think people should do their best to always try to keep hold of it, because it genuinely looks amazing.
Yeah, really nice. Well, it is. It's just about enhancing the features. So, and again, with all the arches, so you've got this lovely round, sort of cornicing round the...
Aha, right.
This is all original. But then...
How thick those walls are.
I know, yeah. So then we just sort of picked out the arches with this nice textured silk effect. And again, a little bit of the nod to the arts and crafts period here as well. So
beautiful.
Yeah. And then this bar was original. It's probably been here, I don't know, probably about 20 years. So we just refurbed it. And then we had these leather panels embroidered. And
with their crest on
it. Made, into, just reset into the panels and then put the little LED lights in.
See, so. I whenever I hear, because obviously, we've done this is our second time that we've done this, it always knocks me, what goes through your head? How did this idea come into you? Do you stay awake at night thinking up of ideas?
No, I know. Loads of people ask me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What is it that goes through my head?
Yeah, no. Oh, is this the recent...
Oh, yes, that was...
This is one of the awards.
This is one of them.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the... So what happened was that we were in for the national awards, and then you get... they then decide who's going to be the national winner, and then you're resubmitted against all the other country winners.
Really?
So we were up against some big national, chains, international chains, sorry, and our little hotel got it, which is great. So we won.
Very proud of yourself.
Yeah, best.
And the owner should be very proud of himself as well.
They are. We yes, Caroline and I squealed very unprofessionally when we got it.
You squealing and buying it. Sorry.
So this was just a bit of fun.
No, I love. I was saying when we first came in here to our cameraman that I love when I see little mirrors scattered on a wall. I think it's a great effect. Yeah.
Well, Caroline and I literally went just shopping in Windermere. Went around a few second-hand shops and found
supporting the community again.
A couple of things, and Caroline actually got the brushes out and then refinished some of them. So it's again it's all just kind of quirky and makes it more interesting.
Is this local as well?
These were Bolton, so yeah.
It's just down the road, really, isn't it?
Down the road, and the fabric is Edinburgh Weavers.
Okay.
So lovely wool, really lovely.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, you come in here and you just instantly feel comfortable and homely, but that's what good interior design and good interior architecture you should instantly, because it's about the experience at the end of the day, and they're selling the experience here. And I could happily sit down and sip a couple of whiskies in this room. Not a problem at all.
I've had the odd G&T. It's quite nice.
Did I say a couple?
I like this as well. This
that's original.
This is original. It's called, I don't know if you know, but it's called Lynn Cruster, And
Okay.
it's part of, the tradition of these period
Yeah,
buildings.
yeah.
So we were able to, thankfully, there was a couple of areas where it was a little bit damaged, but they managed to repair
Sorry,
it.
it's called Lincruster.
Lincruster.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
never heard of that before in my life. I'm learning.
Yeah,
You're teaching.
it's pretty.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is just an architectural like little touch, just
Yeah.
to.
These are called dentals
Okay.
because they're like your teeth.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
All these
A
little
wealth of information you are, girl.
architectural terms. Yeah. So we should. Yeah,
Is this-
more awards. Yeah,
Is this
more awards.
is this the one you were telling me about earlier?
Finally, it's Eco Hotel
1890.
Award. There you go. That's the one.
That's the Eco Hotel Award
Yeah.
there. What at
Yeah.
AA?
Oh no, that's not the Katie. This is the Katie. This is the Katie Awards. Sustainable Hotel of the Year.
Ah, that's definitely worth talking about.
That is, isn't it? Yeah. It's so it was a national award, and they won it. I think they were down there only about 2 weeks ago at one of the big hotels in London.
That's a proper award as well,
That is
isn't
a
it?
proper award. She's beautiful, isn't she?
She's blessed.
Yeah. Anyway,
Moving on.
Come on upstairs,
Inviting me upstairs.
and we'll go. Oh, I have to switch some lights on. Somebody's been round switching.
Yes,
the
they
lights
have.
off.
They've followed us around and turned off all the lights. Oh, look at this. Smells lovely in here as well.
That's me.
Yes, it is you, definitely.
Put my
What's the name of this room?
This is the Windermere room.
Okay.
So, this is actually one of the most recent rooms that we've just done, and just wanted to make it
Gorgeous.
gorgeous, of course. Yeah,
See, look, because everything else looks so quite traditional.
yeah. And then, yeah.
What was the inspiration for this?
Well-
Because this looks nearly
Oh, it's-
nearly Chinese,
Well, yeah,
doesn't it?
but if you think about the Gothic Victorians, they were off around the world, coming
Yeah.
back with loads of different influences.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Bringing back all kind of animals.
yeah, all kinds of animals
Yeah.
and all kinds of plants, which is, again, that goes back to your cedar tree outside because,
Right.
they're botanists and they were coming back with all their
Yeah.
different species. So, and I saw the design, and I mean, this is actually bespoke printed, so it's scaled up or
Okay,
down.
right, yeah.
And it actually comes in sort of sections like that. So then they drop it down and they
Yeah.
can move the bird around.
Okay.
So we had it all positioned specifically so that we could work the bed either side.
Oh, that looks brilliant.
So yeah, so that's
Sorry, Donna.
that's all right.
And what's this? Is
It's a faux.
CC, but again, it's it's the mix of the contemporary
Yeah.
and the classic, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's just bringing in
Very tactile.
that little bit of bling, but with that geometric design, which is very on trend at the moment
Yeah.
as well. So
Everybody loves a geometric at the moment, don't they?
Yeah.
And a four poster.
The four
Is this handmade? I'm assuming from local.
handmade in Windermere by Lakeland Fells Furniture. Yep.
Well, these guys know how to make a bed, don't it? It feels sturdy.
Yeah.
That ain't going nowhere, is it?
No, it's not going anywhere. And this also complements. So this is American black walnut.
Sorry, what'd you call me?
What you like.
Can't take me nowhere. Any opportunity.
This was a design that I did about 19 years ago because I'd worked for not the previous owner but the owner before, and we designed this furniture.
You designed this
Yeah.
19 years ago.
Yeah, and Andy at Lakeland Fells Furniture built it, and then as we've gone round with the current owner and we've been upgrading, obviously it all kind of ties in really nicely. So
So you designed this when you were 3?
oh yeah, oh you're so nice.
Well, one can only try.
It's the cream. It works wonders.
Yeah. All of you, Lane,
really
swear by it. And this is the ensuite, which is just lovely ensuite.
Yeah. So again, we're just having a bit of fun in here because chevron. If you look at the floor,
Chevrons, yeah.
chevrons are very in, but we've done chevrons with that sort of slate effect. So this tile is a tile. It's a man-made tile, but as you can see, it's
Is it the same company that done the one in the coach house?
no,
No?
different company. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then again, natural influences. Just playing with the. Yeah, look at this
Lovely.
bowl.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't
Look
it?
at that wash bowl. So it's pewter. It's a sort of silver mirrored finish.
That's beautiful. Well, that's a couple of quid.
And and then again this little hint of the sort of Gothic Victorian. Well, that's.
I'll tell you, it's such an education whenever I'm walking anywhere with you. I'll tell you.
And then
By the
this
time
is
we
a-
finish doing our stuff, I'll be an interior
you
architect. I
you
will be.
You know so much.
And look,
So this is a lovely feature as well. So the
There's my
original
stained
stained glass
glass.
window, and that's the original metal frame window as well. So
did they not want to change it? Was it because I mean, you're talking serious money
Yeah.
to get that
Yeah.
sorted. But was it quite specific that they kept it in here just to keep that
I
feel for the
think-
place?
and I think, and because it's okay.
If it was dilapidated, then you'd have to drag it
then
out.
you'd have to, yeah. But I mean, as we walk around, there's loads of the original features, and they're not like too drafty. So
No.
I mean, you need a little bit of ventilation anyway. But yeah,
That's a good excuse.
yeah, it's a good excuse. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So
Love these chairs. Nice little splash of colour in it.
a little
Matches
bit,
with.
yeah, exactly. And
No,
we-
it's
we-
just little hint of colour there, and it matches in with this here, and a little hint
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it just gives it that little pop. So it's, again, that sort of traditional, but with the contemporary pop of colour. Oh, and the carpet. We can't forget the carpet.
No.
So I absolutely love this carpet. This is Walls of Cumbria carpet again.
Okay.
And we used it in this room. Caroline and Jonathan absolutely love it. It's really easy to keep. It just hoovers beautifully.
Yeah.
And it's made of Herdwick wool. So again, that's that lovely local touch, but it's got that really quite
Another
contemporary
layer of insulation as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah. On the underlay is actually made of Herdwick wool as well. So they've gone all out for the eco stuff, and they liked it so much that we used it in the next room as well.
Okay.
So come on through.
Careful with those heels.
I know. So
Beautiful. Again, amazing. Lovely little nook in the corner here.
that's it.
Is this a suite?
It is a suite, yeah. So this is the Orist Head suite. And again, only just been refurbed after, well, the last time we did this room was 18 years ago.
Okay.
So,
Love that wallpaper.
yeah. So it's massively different and
Yeah.
very contemporary now. Yeah, love the wallpaper. Little hints of, look at these
Sorry,
curtains.
darling.
It's all right.
No, I was going to say,
Look at these
I just noticed one's over
curtains.
there.
They've got feathers embroidered on them, aren't they? Gorgeous. Oh, it was, yeah. I was up for hours. And then these like pops of colour. So you've got these sort of jewel colours coming in, you know, the sort of peacocky colours. And then this fabric, which is almost like that slate effect as well, or watermarked. I really like mixing things up. I did scatter these cushions, yes. I am so much more than a cushion scatterer, though. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This is lovely.
Yep. So that was from Blackpool, a company in Blackpool. Can't remember the name. And then here, which is rather wonderful, is the biggest mirror TV I think I've seen for a while. I'm sure they'll start getting bigger and bigger soon. But so yeah. But you've got to have a decent sized room to put it in, haven't you? So yeah. And then everybody needs a walk-in closet. Oh, just about. So yeah, again, just having a bit of fun with the wallpaper in there. Nod to the feathers. Yeah, that's right. And then through here, this is even more sort of arty. Lakenfeld's furniture again. Oh, the Gothic Victorian arches. Yeah.
And that is throughout the whole hotel.
It is, yeah. So we you know, at the end of the
heritage at the end of the day.
it is, yeah. It's just those little nods towards the roots of you know, where it's come from, but in a obviously offsetting it in a really contemporary. Isn't it lovely? Yeah. I like the arty kind of brush strokes on that. I think that's lovely.
It's just contemporary. There's not actually anything. It's just brush strokes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you not say that this was the biggest headboard in
Yeah.
Cumbria?
I'm waiting for somebody to challenge. I think it is the biggest headboard in Cumbria.
That's got to be a good 6 foot, isn't it?
They had to actually cut the bottom bit off to get it up the stairs. But anyway, they managed it, so yeah. It is, yeah, it's nice, yeah. So, and you've got switches in the side there to control all the lighting as well, so, yeah. That's it.
I love this room. Not as much as the coach house, but I do love this room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
Do you want to come in the bathroom?
Yes, I'll come in the bathroom again. Take shoes on. Can we both squeeze in
Yeah, we
here?
can squeeze. Yeah, we can squeeze. So this was originally, again, one of the bathrooms that I did about 18 years ago. These are the original tiles, but what Caroline and Jonathan wanted to do was just sort of kind of
Spruce.
spruce it up, and there was nothing wrong with them. So we created this new built-in cistern and sink area. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's called Blue Pearl. That's granite. This was again by a local supplier, literally just half a mile down the road.
Okay.
Yeah, and then these fabulous Victorian-style cushion tiles with this, sort of again that's slightly period.
It's just brings a little pop out.
Yeah, a little.
Because if these tiles are 18 years old, they don't look like anything.
No.
They've literally been put in there weeks ago.
Yeah.
And if all you've had to do just to bring something
I
out
know.
rather than just not boring, but is it monochromatic room? Is that the word?
Yeah, it's
Because you
yeah.
can't have a samey colour. You've got to have
No.
something else to break it up.
Yeah,
a little
to give
bit.
it that pop
Yeah.
and make a feature. So, and then obviously the floor, we redid the floor as well, which is again the same tiles as next door, but we just kept it all in the slate colours. So, but it's it makes such a difference. Yeah, and then this mirror, I have to press buttons on mirrors. Go on, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Shall I do it?
Yeah, go on, ladies.
Ta-da! And then, watch this. If you hold it down,
It dim.
no, it goes to warm white. So if you're feeling like you need a bit of a lift, this is your
Go into your mirror, yeah?
This is your mindfulness mirror.
That's brilliant. I've never seen one of them before. Who makes that?
Oh, now you're asking.
Oh,
I
gosh.
can't remember. But anyway, again, we got it from our local, bathroom supply place. So yeah, fab.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we like it. We
I've
like
never
it.
seen one like that before in my life.
The only thing is, there's no instructions. So of course, you have to tell every guest. Just stand there and
yeah.
hold the button.
Comes in their manual, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. What room are you taking me to next?
I'm going to take you to Crinkle Crag.
Excuse me?
A Crinkle Crag. Oh no, sorry, I've got it wrong. Clave Heights.
I can see how you can make
I'm
a
not
mistake.
sure. I'm not sure where Crinkle Crag. Oh, I think Crinkle Crag's further on. But anyway, this one,
Crag.
Crinkle Crag. It's one of the walks. It's one of the mountains in the Lake District.
Okay.
Sorry, these are all named after various viewpoints or mountains in the Lake District.
I was wondering.
Yeah, so we've got Clave Heights. This is nice little cosy and bijou
Yeah, it's lovely.
bedroom.
Well, sometimes, you don't need no more, just as long as you're
Yeah.
cozy and comfortable and
Yeah.
nice little view,
Yeah. And again,
beautiful chairs.
yeah,
So you don't need
love-
much, but you come in here and you be comfortable.
absolutely, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And this is, again, made from your local,
Yeah,
with again the nod.
yeah, nod to the period Gothic arch. And this was one of the original pieces as well from 18 years ago. So again, we've just...
Very Gothic and
Yeah.
churchy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So just upgraded and, again, these sort of slightly geometric designs. Really nice just to...
Oh, you've done
Cont-
geometric
on the
design.
headboard as well, yeah. And then,
That's good.
yeah, some pops of colour and a bit of...
So you don't need to kind of spend stupid amounts of money just to make. You could just put a little touch of here and a little touch
Yeah.
there, and it brings out the whole place.
Yeah, they're called, well, what we call our jewel theory, and some people call it hero pieces, but basically that's it.
Right.
So you just spend...
Jewel theory.
Yeah, our jewel
Mm.
theory, you understand the drift.
Yeah,
As in,
yeah.
you spend, a decent amount of money on something which is just beautiful,
Mm.
and then so other finishes like, these wallpapers and
Just be
things can... Quite simple,
Yeah.
or you could even have painted finishes because the eye is drawn to the jewel piece.
The jewel
Yeah,
design.
yeah. So that's a little cosy one,
Mm.
and then come on through here. Oh yeah, this one's Langdale.
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 Another gorgeous one in here as well. This feels really comfy and cozy.
Yeah.
This feels opulent.
It is. It's very opulent. Yeah. So
Feels rich and
yeah,
you could have a king in this room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's that coronet over there.
Yeah, you probably will.
Yeah. Yes, this was one of the first rooms that we refurbed in the original part of the house. So again, the original furniture from 18 years ago. And but yeah, we've gone a lot richer with it and a lot darker, and a nod to the period design with the wallpaper, but it's got that little bit of bling in it as well. And then brought in some stripes or embroidered with the little leaf pattern on the dark fabric there. So yeah, really nice room.
as well.
Oh.
Feel it is the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Paying,
Oh, yeah.
If you go to a restaurant, a hotel, a bar, a boutique, you are paying for that
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Red light in the month.
Oh.
So there wasn't any.
No stained glass in this one, but
No.
but this is the tall Gothic Victorian windows here as well. So, who's run out of battery? Somebody run out of battery.
You're okay.
Back on.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. No worries.
So yeah, the original Gothic Victorian window,
But without the
and that one has been replaced. So yeah, the
Okay.
metal frames. Yeah, but you still got these little cross members, which are
Yeah.
original. So
I think it's so important you keep those
oh,
bits
it
in.
is,
To be
yeah,
honest.
it's all part of the character and the charm.
Yeah, you're not long.
Yeah. So
2 words that describe me pretty well. So I've been told.
Right, this one.
A couple of other choice four-letter words as well.
Do you want to go
Oh,
first?
steady on.
Shall we let him go first?
Yeah, go for it.
All right,
Go
then,
for
you
it.
Go first. So
Age of 4 beauty.
this is Coniston bedroom. Again, quite cosy, but still feels roomy, and it's not cluttered.
No,
It's just a really comfortable room to be in.
it is 100%. It's not massive by any stretch of the imagination,
No.
but it just feels so comfortable. But that's down to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what we got out there?
Well, we got a view, but I've left the book somewhere.
Is it not? Is it not in there?
I don't know where I left it. Oh, I left it downstairs.
What you like?
I know.
We can have a look at that maybe later if
Yeah.
you want. And that's Lake Windermere, I take.
It is. Oh, yes, you can just about see it. So it's shrouded in mist.
What a view! This is the room you got to have, really, isn't it?
Yeah, fabulous view from here. There's a couple more rooms down this end as well, so you
Aha.
get those views as well. But this particular room has its own dressing room as well, which is
Oh, lovely!
yes, very nice.
Splendid!
Yes.
Oh, it is nice.
Yeah, no, it's all right, isn't it? Yeah.
You don't expect these little nooks. I mean, because you walk into this room and it's quite small,
Yep.
but then it opens up, doesn't it? And it's
Absolutely. And then the bathroom was refurbed as well. So this was done a couple of years ago. Again, very although the tiles look like stone, they're actually man-made. So again, it's
Contemporary,
maintenance
yeah.
and easy care. Yeah, but with that lovely
which is really important for hotels.
It is. Yeah, and at the end of the day, they're spending quite a lot of money on doing these refurbs, and they want them to stay looking good for as long as possible. So
Are we allowed to know roughly what they spent on this refurb?
I have no
No.
idea.
Easily, wouldn't it?
Oh, what, on the whole hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Definitely.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
But you've got to invest.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is their future.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and people are paying to come in for anniversaries, and it's a special place to people. So
Yeah. Well, and also, as long as they maintain, as long as it's kept looking good, then the value is added anyway. So when they come to, eventually sell, it's up. It's it's up.
They're going to get their money.
Absolutely. So,
Where are you taking me to now?
do we want to go back down to the reception lounge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me that book.
Oh yeah.
You can find it.
Oh yeah.
You've got to be so careful down these stairs.
Well, it's not the
Cameraman can do what he
stairs; it's the heels.
Heels.
So here we are back in the reception lounge. Oh yes, where did I leave the book? Oh no, I've left it somewhere. I've left it somewhere. Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. You wanted to show me a picture in
I
here,
did.
didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So, and it's
Do you want me to hold it up? And I'll...
so these are obviously we've just come from the last bedroom, which is the Coniston bedroom. So these are the sort of views that you get, especially over that side, because you start getting the sunsets over that side as well.
But obviously not this time of year.
Oh no, you can.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep. So as long as it's not raining.
Exactly.
Yeah. So fantastic.
I bet the walks around here are amazing as well. Which is what people come here a lot for, is it? Walks?
Yeah, walks and I mean the Lake District now is turning into, well, they call it the UK adventure capital. So there's loads of things going on now from sort of experience days. So, you know, like gorge scrambling, like literally like climbing up waterfalls. Yeah. So kayaking, paddleboarding. Oh, it's just, is loads going on. It's absolutely brilliant. We're going to share a mic.
I don't mind sharing a mic with you. Right, finish off. I'd like to say thank you very much for sharing your time with us today. If you're ever up in Lake Windermere, come and stay here. It's absolutely beautiful because this young lady's clearly put her genius into it. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you again soon. All the best.